see where we were again. Yeah, we got all that working. Yeah. I think tonight, so the next, major thing we want to accomplish is to implement the targeting menu and then the real battle mechanics. Because right now, when you attack an enemy, you just delete the enemy. And that's not what we want, of course. But I think before we do that, there's like half a dozen just stupid annoyances I want to clean up and improvements to make. So let's probably do that tonight and then work on the targeting menu next time, I think. So of stupid annoyances, or rather code hygiene here, let's take a quick look at the constructors we've written. Because like, I believe it was Element saying last night, we've learned that instance properties don't belong on prototypes. And I bet I haven't done that right everywhere. So let's see what we have here. This is effectively a singleton, so fine. This I don't think I want to look at yet. Fine. Cursor is a singleton. Fine. This probably wasn't behaving the way I thought it was. What did we fix last night? It was unit? Yeah, let's see what that idiom looks like. Might be a more correct way to do this, but let's just do this. I might refactor some of that later. Let me do this though. think that'll run. So let's see. Make sure I didn't fork anything here. All seems fine. Okay. That can just come out. So this is functionally a singleton. Right, and there's no actual constructor for this because I have so many properties to initialize. I'm just using anonymous functions. I think that's fine. Looks like it works. Okay. You're a singleton. Singleton, singleton. I think. There's players. Am I using this? Oh, yeah, okay. That should be fine. Let's make sure we can run a 1 and 2 player game. That looks good. Good, okay. Q, fine. The radius. That's a singleton. Yeah, that's a singleton. Singleton, 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 singleton. Singleton. Yeah, singleton. That we corrected last night. And I think that is a singleton. Oh wait. So move instance properties into constructors. Done. Let's just screw around with this for a minute. Make sure we're confident it works. Feels like it does. All right. Take a close look at that diff. That looks good. Okay. Let's see. Now what? Make balance consume a turn. Make balance cancel confirm. Move then attack. Select the unit while radii evaded visible. Let's make balancing end to turn, because I think that should be a fast change, and then we can use that. I thought about what people were saying last night, and they had some really excellent ideas, and I think the change I would like to make... I want to make a few changes to how the actions work in this game. So right now, and there was no thought put into this, but right now you can move or attack. And I want it such that you can both move and attack in one turn, and the order does not matter. You can move then attack or attack then move. That's one thing you can do. The other thing you can do is balance your power. So we need to change up that logic a little bit. The hard work is mostly already done. Oh yeah, and then I want to change how the balance menu works too. I just want you to be able to cancel and or confirm changes to the balance menu. So let's take a look at some of that. So let's see. Let's take a look at the way the turn menu works, because we should just be able to take some of this logic. Yeah, turn, end. We might just need to take that method and call it. So that happens in the update method. Actually, before we can implement this, we might need to make the change to make it possible to confirm or cancel. Yeah, we got to do that first, because otherwise we won't have the hooks in place to know when to call this thing. This is somewhat non-trivial, so I'm gonna do this on another branch, I guess. In case it goes off the rails. So let's see, if we're gonna have a ability to confirm or cancel, that means we don't want to propagate the changes back to the unit immediately. Let's see how tricky this is going to get. So presumably we want to make a deep copy of unit stats, update those, render the radii as if the copy of the stats were the real stats, and if and only if the player confirms the balance, then we want to assign that deep copy table back to the unit. Okay. Trying to think the best way to work this out, because now we have another piece of state to manage, and that's a little unfortunate. I actually want to mull it over a bit, so let's pick another thing here. Let's implement the code that allows you to move and then attack. Let's do that. I might need to stare at the other thing for a second. So if we are going to allow you to move and attack, we're going to want state flags to track what you have done. So let's do u dot, I don't know, act for actions is a table, and we can have move, attack, and balance. And then, where's attack? I guess I don't have a method for that. I must have that some hack way. So, self.act.move is true. We need an attack method. We'll set that flag there. We need a balance method. We'll set that flag. We have a balance method. It's in the menu though, but that's fine. And then we need some place to reset all of these flags, I guess, when the turn changes. We need the we need that same code to make this work. So let's just make a flag here. I mean a comment. Record the balance action in the unit instance. So we won't do that now. So somewhere we have implemented an attack, but we don't have a corresponding method, so let's clean that up. You can see what we did. This is just a stub here. I'm probably going to refactor this logic because this is going to get more elaborate still as we add more features, and it's already getting a little hard to read. So let's plan on refactoring that just to make it a bit more fluent to read it. So we want unit.move and unit, I guess. I'll just be verbose there. And we want to record that the attack has taken place. And for now, let's do this. What is IDX? Where did that come from? What is die? Index units. Let's do this the dumb way. Probably refactor that later. That's all pretty bad, but that should still work, and we can refactor that as we change up this logic, like I said. So let's make sure that works. Just realized input we probably changed in some way we didn't mean to change. I really need that input.once method. Alright, we'll fix that in a second. Attempt to call attack. A null value. Did I just not save it? Oh. Self.cell attack. Okay. Let's just, let's commit what we just changed in isolation. Did I run make? So we refactored that unit.die thing into a self-cell attack, and we added a comment to the balance menu. We added an act table to our unit. Yeah, let's commit all that. Okay. Oh, and this gets a little trickier also, now that I think about it, because we also... Yeah, this gets a little trickier. We want a player to be able to move or attack with a unit, but we only want the player to use a single unit, so we don't want you to like move with one and attack with another or something. So we need to track which unit has moved or attacked. So we disable the others. Before I forget, let me just create this method I know I will need. It's a function unit exhausted, I'll call it. And I want to return self.act.move and self.act.attack or self.act.val, right? So if a unit has moved and attacked, or has rebalanced, return true. We're gonna need that in a minute. It's kind of stuffy in here. I'm gonna crack a door here. Okay. So now how do we do that thing where do we have a units also, plural? Yeah. Ready? Am I using this anywhere? Oh, I am. What is... Oh, okay. It's a lock thing, sure. All this stuff I'm doing with animations and locks and stuff, I'm probably going to refactor all that to use coroutines in the approximately near future, next week, maybe 2 weeks. Because that can get cleaner and more idiomatic than it currently is, I think. And when I say idiomatic here, I mean idiomatic to pick away, not Lua. I found some paper about using coroutines for animations, and it seemed to be a pretty widely accepted way to do what we're trying to do here. So let's see. I guess what? So I need to unlock the units when a turn ends. So we know that much. Right. Guess we want to do that up here. So you select a unit, but that shouldn't lock anybody. We don't apply a lock until the player's moved or attacked. So that's probably in the cursor. Okay, well, where does this occur? Wait, that already happened. We're already setting our flags in the methods, so... I guess I kind of hate this, but maybe we can do like Do like act equals nil. Kind of just want to refactor this for readability now because we're gonna have to add more logic in here. It's gonna get kind of crowded. And even though I generally like flat conditionals, I think here I actually want to nest some of this stuff because I think in this kind of rare case that's actually going to be more readable. Does this still work? Seems to. Yeah, so let's make the rare move of actually nesting these conditionals. So if unit, then, and if a unit is at the current cursor position, if unit and, if not cell, and unit is at the current cursor position, and if unit dot player then, and wait. If a unit is at the current position and that unit belongs to the player, select the unit if it is not already selected. And actually, this logic I even just want to change. I don't actually like this if not cell.cell thing. worry about that in a second. This is a little complicated. Want to go kind of slow through this. Yeah. I think I just screwed this up. If there's a unit, so if unit, okay. I think I'm gonna go like breadth first this time through this stuff. Else if not, unit. Not unit, not unit. This can just stand over there for a second. Else if not, unit. Oh. Okay. Now go a little deeper. Actually, I guess that's it. Well, no, I want to pull this out because I'm going to add more logic here. So let's go deeper. If the unit belongs to the player, if unit.player is equal to turn.player, then whatever, and then this we put in there. And let's stub this out, else if unit.player not equal to turn. Well, just do else. Because, like, for example, I want it to be possible to see the enemy's radii, so we're gonna need that branch to plug in here. So let's just scaffold it out now. So if you need a player, blah blah blah, so that means we can remove that, remove that. So if there's a unit at the current cursor position and the unit belongs to the player, let's make sure this works. I might refactor this more for just readability. Okay. So how stupid is this? What is turn player? A number? Yeah, it's a number. This doesn't need to exist, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's create unit friend and unit foe. Wait, do I need this? Here, I have too much shit open. I want cursor. I want unit. So if, not if, return self.player is equal to player. That's arguably a waste of characters, which matters in Pick 08, but I want to optimize for readability here, because this is a little bit complicated. So if self friend, wait, unit.player, unit, if the unit is a friend, this isn't even, this is like, this isn't even necessary, but I just want this more readable. I don't care. There's an else. I guess I should be responsible. If there's a unit, and the unit is a friend, and it's not selected, then select it. If it is selected, I think I'm going to create a selected method too, again, just to make this as readable as I can. Before I do that, I forgot if I checked my work. Okay. All right. So self.cell is here. Self is the cursor. Let's just do this. Return self equals cell. Is that it? Actually, I think that's not right. That maybe goes on cursor. Let's kind of invert some of that. Let's do this. Let's do function cursor selected unit return self dot cell and self dot cell is equal to unit. Will that work? I think. If not, self.selected unit, then select the unit. Otherwise, else if selected, self-selected unit. Several errors here. There. Let's see if that works still. It's more legible now, in my opinion. Okay. Also, just for the hell of it, I want to swap this around. I find this more readable to put the affirmative first. If selected, else if not selected. I think this is easier to read than before. Again, I do hate nesting, but I think this is going to be more correct. Alternatively, maybe I should unnest this, but just keep refactoring it into more descriptive vocab as I've done here. So it'd be if unit and unit friend and selected unit. Maybe that's actually better. Let's make a kind of a checkpoint here. Is there anything I definitely want to commit for sure right now? Not really. All right, so let's back out of half of this. So this should be if unit and else if unit and I kind of hate languages that don't have braces. Just makes everything harder. I'm gonna take this out. I almost definitely fucked that up. I don't. Yeah, I can just eyeball that until I fucked it up. Doesn't look right. I don't think it is. Yeah, it can't be right. 140. Yeah. if unit and if unit and and is that better? If there's a unit, and the unit's a friend, and the unit's selected. Otherwise, if there's a unit, and it's a friend, and it's not selected, I think that's easier to read, even though the nested stuff is fewer characters. I just think this is easier to read. Because it's now fairly self-descriptive as you read across the methods. Is that gonna be right? Okay. Somehow we're screwed up though. It like worked, but we have to be screwed up, right? Here, I'm gonna back out of some of this. This is less efficient, but I'm gonna fix it later. I just gotta sort this out. think that might be correct. Might split the difference here and use just one level of nesting. My inputs are definitely all screwed up now. I might even just revert that one commit we made. And we broke that, okay. And then just to make this clearer to me, let's restructure this a bit. So if there is a unit beneath the cursor, what is this? Select unit. We change this selected thing. I'm not in love with this, but I think this might be better. If unit, then return true if unit return true if right? That looks really ugly, but I think it's... Now we can do that, and that's arguably more legible. Maybe. Okay, halfway there. If there's no unit under the cursor, but a unit is selected, and the cursor and the cell beneath the cursor is open, and the movement radius contains the cell beneath the cursor, move the friendly unit. Otherwise, show the turn end menu, sure. Kind of annoying. I mean, I guess it's not. The linter's complaining because this branch does nothing. I guess it's appropriate for a linter to complain about that. Just annoying here. Okay. What the hell did I even do that for? What was I even doing? I don't remember how I got here. Oh, dude, I don't like what the formatter's doing here. It's disgusting. What the hell is that? You serious about this? Gross. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Let's see if it runs. Yep. What's that diff look like? So what did we do? We refactored Right. I went down this rabbit hole because we need to track that a unit has performed an action. Where's the... I want that. I'm surprised the linter doesn't complain about trailing new lines. Kinda wish it did. So what did we do? We added that property to cursor. We haven't done anything with yet. I might back that out. Yeah, let's... Let's just commit a refactoring here. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. I did this. I didn't mean to do this. So a big refactor on cursor update for clarity. Okay. Refactor cursor unit. Refactor for clarity. We did what? Refactored the cursor. Refactor cursor update for clarity. Add several new methods to unit. I think that's about it. Okay. This isn't correct. I just want to see something. Maybe it is correct. It's not fully correct. Noctis, how's it going? Good, good seeing you here. What's my... Oh, my chat's in two places. That's weird. So, since you last been here, I built some stuff and broke some stuff. The stuff that I just broke are the inputs, but they don't matter. We'll fix them. But now I have the... looks more fleshed out now. Yeah, it does. So check this out. Now, the, like, core mechanic is sort of here. So we can click on a guy and we get our radius and stuff. But now, as of last night, we can click on him again and we get our balance of power menu, right? So let's say, you know, we want to pull power from attack and put it into movement and range. Now we can do this kind of thing. And that is the core mechanic I'm exploring in the game, so I'm excited. We had a few people come here last night. We got raided twice, and they had some really good input on the game. So now I'm refactoring and changing some things. But in terms of how the gameplay is going to work, what I think I want to do is I want, you know, you can still only move one unit per turn, like has always been the plan. But now, this isn't implemented yet, but the plan now is you can move and attack with a unit, and you can do that in any order, or you can balance your power. So a power balance costs a turn. I think that's going to be really good. I think that's going to fix any potential concerns I had about the balance mechanic being broken. And it's also going to fix a concern I had regarding how to display the movement and attack radii when they can potentially change, like immediately. But now they can't change immediately. It costs a turn to do that. So I think that is going to be a really beneficial change to the plan. So the last 2 or 3 nights have been, seems like a fair trade-off. Yeah, I think so. I think that's, like, you know, I can't play it yet to feel it out, but just kind of intuitively, I feel like that's probably going to work pretty well. So yeah, the last 2 or 3 nights have been like a lot of fun, quick and like you know, a lot of rapid development. We see a lot of progress, and then tonight it's like, oh god, now we got the hangover or whatever. Now we got to just like sit here and do a bunch of like kind of mundane refactoring on some of this stuff. But we are definitely getting there. And then I made a decision that I like too. I think this is going to really make the game interesting. So again, you can move and attack in any order, or you can balance your power. But the other cool thing is, like I had always planned, your power here will be your hit points, right? So as you take damage, you lose points. But, and you know, when your hit points, when your power in a unit reaches 0, the unit explodes or whatever. The other element, though, I wanted in the game is that when you attack, yeah, you like that? I think that'll be neat. And then here's the extra kind of wrinkle, right? When you attack, that's exactly it. Yeah, shuffle power from other areas. So again, that's like the pun of the name of the game, right? Balance of power. You know, it kind of works because it's two forces fighting each other, but then primarily we're exploring this power balance mechanic. But then the other layer of this, so you know, your unit power are your hit points, but also when you attack a unit, I don't want you to just attack the unit. What I want is you attack, you choose a unit, then you choose a subsystem or whatever, right? So you say, I want to deal my damage to attack, or deal the damage to range, or deal the damage to movement. And then the damage is dealt directly to that stat, that subsystem or whatever. So that way, that opens up a lot of stuff. Like maybe, you know, there's a unit over there who has a dangerous amount of attack power, or like maybe you have a unit that's like weak, and that guy has a lot of attack power and movement, and if he gets to you, he's gonna kill you. So like, you can just shoot him in the movement or whatever, so he can't make it all the way to you to blow you up or whatever, right? Like it would open up a lot of interesting tactics, I think. And if you've ever played it before, like what's kind of going through my head now is there's a game called FTL, Faster Than Light, from like 2012 or something. That is one of my favorite games of all time, and one of the things I really love about it is there's a huge amount of complexity that can emerge in the gameplay. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but the idea, it's kind of like Oregon Trail in space. You're in ships, and when you have ship-to-ship combat, the way it works is that you target a subsystem in the enemy ship, like his engines, his weapons, his shields, his whatever. You have played it. Okay, great. So you know what I'm talking about. So it's that kind of mechanic of you're attacking subsystems, not just units. You die from being on fire, not good at it. Yeah, I don't think anyone's good at it. No, don't feel bad about that. I didn't beat it. The first time I beat it was my 40th attempt, I think. And that was on normal. And I can beat it on hard now, but only when I'm using kind of OP ships like the Zoltan A or whatever. Systems on a macro level, no shuffling characters around. You like this version better? Cool. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. I think it'll give you some of that, tactical nuance that's available in FTL, but the learning curve won't be anywhere near as severe, right? Because the other thing about FTL is it took me 40 playthroughs to literally to get the basics, right? To just begin to understand how these subsystems interact. Where here it's like, okay, there's 3 stats, like I get it. So that's where we're going. I think it'll be cool. Instead of one ship, you have multiple ships with the systems. That's exactly it. So I think that'll work. I really wish Pico 8 allowed for net play, so we could test this over the internet and play each other, but it doesn't, unfortunately. I've seen some people do weird hacks to sort of kind of make it work. I don't think I want to pursue that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to prove this out by playing it a bit, because my development roadmap here still is to more or less build the 2-player game in its entirety, or close to its entirety first. Work out game balance and stuff, and then when I'm happy with the game, all the mechanics, then go and try to implement the AI for a 1-player campaign. But anyway, we've made really good progress. This is the boring stuff tonight. This is a bit of a slog. We just got to refactor and implement some state tracking and stuff that we need because of the decisions we made last night. But those decisions were good and worth it, and we're just going to push through. But anyway, that's where we are now. That's what we're hacking on here. I'll probably actually wrap up in a few minutes, but not quite yet. I just want to get some stuff committed and see where we are again. Oh, I was testing. That's right. I wanted to see what this would do. So the other mechanism hadn't caught stream in a while. Yeah. No sweat. It's been just slow and steady here. We've probably got at least a few more months on this project before I'm gonna be happy with it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this isn't correct. But that's the idea. I'm just gonna back out of that for now. But the idea I have to I'm gonna back out of that. The other thing I was just experimenting with implementing there is, if you've played this year, I've played like 200 hours of Fire Emblem Three Houses, and a feature they have that I really like is the ability, the Lua nuance. I'm getting it. Last night, someone in chat had to point me in the right direction once or twice, because I still don't fully have my head wrapped around object-oriented programming in Lua. I was mutating properties on the effectively the prototype table when I had intended to mutate properties on an instance. That was a little bit weird. But I feel much more comfortable working in the language now than I did a few weeks ago. Even if only because, I still don't remember a ton of it, but now there's just more code that I've written that I can go and copy and paste from, right? Because that's mostly how I remember stuff. But yeah, the feature I was just experimenting with, if you've played Fire Emblem Three Houses, they have a mechanism where you can see either an individual enemy's movement and attack radii, or everyone's movement and attack radii. And that's like a really nice quality of life feature that I will port into this also. The other model is Advance Wars, where I was always a little bit annoyed because I'd have to go click on an enemy and try to remember where the radii end, and then go back and forth a couple of times and planning my move and looking at that. So I want to port that Fire Emblem functionality here. So I subbed out just a little bit of code. This is where it will go now when that's ready. But yeah. What are we doing now, though? So let's see. Next time we come back to this, which will probably be tomorrow. Very nice, thank you. I think that'll work well in the game. I think that's just a nice QOL kind of thing for this kind of game. So next time, I guess we got to implement that mechanism for tracking basically this move and attack, and the state I realized we need. We want you to be able to move and attack with a single unit in one turn, in any order. But what I've realized is the way the code is now, you would be able to move with one unit and then attack with another unit, and that's not what we want. So I just need to create some state to track which unit has taken an action, and then only allow that unit to take whatever action remains to be taken for the rest of the turn when it resets. So there's just some like weird state stuff to thread through this. I might even do some of this offline, because this stuff is like pretty boring. But yeah, so I guess that's where we are tomorrow, or next time, whenever that is. So I guess I'll go offline. But Noctis, good seeing you again. Have a great week. I don't know if you're off tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I might hack on this a little bit tomorrow morning or something. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. We will see you again next time. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it, Noctis. Yeah, we're getting there. We got a couple weeks, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, see y'all later. Have a good night.